Most people wait until they feel like they have enough money before they start investing. And as funny as it may sound, you don't need to be rich to become wealthy. I started investing just $30 a week almost 3 years ago. And the amount that I've made so far might surprise you. Most people may think that investing a small amount like this doesn't matter, but stick around because in this video, I'm gonna break it down step by step and show you that even a small amount like this can help build generational wealth over time. So although I started investing $30 a week almost 3 years ago, my investing journey actually began 3 years before that. I was about 5 months removed from receiving my bachelor's degree, and I was spending more time watching investing videos on YouTube than actually building my own portfolio. Starting is always hard, but it was an amazing achievement, but I was nowhere near consistent. After buying my very first stock in Groupon and depositing another $5, it would take me another 4 months before I invested into anything else, let alone 2 positions that would remain in my portfolio to this day. There was a lot of money that I lost simply by not budgeting a certain amount of my money into my portfolio, but instead sporadically making purchases of companies. For example, had I put $5 a week into Coca-Cola instead of doing nothing for that period of time, my portfolio would have grown about 12%, making me an extra $40 off those small deposits. It took me another 3 years and 3 months to realize that it's not about how much money you have, no matter if it's a lot or it's a little. The amount doesn't matter. The habit does. Since I started consistently investing $30 every single week back in December of 2022, my portfolio has grown over $7,800 or about 63%. But it wasn't just staying consistent. It was consistently investing into the right positions. Positions that would give every dollar that I put into them the best opportunity to grow in the long term. That mindset led me into investing into positions that have a history of giving every dollar an equal opportunity of building dividend growth and share price growth. Williams-Sonoma is a company whose share price has grown over 260% in the past 5 years, while during those same 5 years increasing its dividend payout by 20% every year. Broadcom is another company with even more share price growth over the past 5 years and even more dividend growth during that same time. So even with investing $30 a week, that money really does add up, albeit putting it into the right places. But despite the ridiculous amount of growth I've been lucky enough to have and being consistent, not every decision I made was smart. It's super easy to hear people say things like, timing the market is better than timing the market, or don't rush the process, or fast gains fade. But when you're someone that doesn't invest a lot, you may find yourself skipping a few too many steps trying to turn $10 into $10,000. For me, trying to get rich quick was covered call options. It was the only type of options contract I understood, and it resulted in me losing hundreds of dollars trying to get rich overnight. And I knew with balancing my job, my personal life, and even YouTube at that point, I didn't have enough time to study what I was doing. I was just rushing the process. And that wasn't even the biggest mistake. The biggest mistake wasn't throwing a bunch of money at something that I didn't understand and hoping to get a lot back. Was actually doing nothing. I worked at a bank while I was in college. I met a lot of wealthy people, and I also met a lot of people that were struggling to get there. And although I knew those moments were motivating and inspiring me more to be in a better financial position than I was, it would take me years before I made my first move. Looking back, it was definitely because I felt like I didn't have enough to contribute, and I was actually waiting until I did. Waiting years from that point potentially cost me thousands of dollars because I didn't understand the concept of consistent investing, no matter how much it is, resulting in compounding of value over time. But even with those mistakes, I'm still at a point where my $30 a week portfolio has grown into something I personally wouldn't even imagine it would at this point. So if you're someone with $20 in their account, start with $5. Because as corny as it sounds, the habit truly does matter more than the amount. I'm proud of what my portfolio has done so far, and if you guys are interested, I actually made a video about how my portfolio performed in the month of September when it comes to profits or potential gains, dividends, and a bunch of other things. So if you're interested, make sure you guys check that out. I appreciate you guys watching this video, and until next time, as always,